All right. Matt, the mortgage guy here. In today's video, I'm going to talk about home buyer demand slowing. Is this going to slow down the housing market? Will we see more inventory? I'm just going to give myself a little tip of the cap. June 17th was 8 short days ago where I made a video. Is the housing market going to slow down? I talked about exactly this stuff that is in this article. So as a mortgage broker, all day, every day, talking to consumers, talking to real estate agents, watching the real estate market, I tend to feel and see this stuff before the numbers and the data comes out. And I think that, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but as you'll see, some of the stuff that was in my video 8 short days ago is in this report. Redfin, as a huge technology company, has all kinds of data. So it's accurate stuff, right? Before I get into it, if you like straightforward mortgage, real estate, housing market, this type of content, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff. Share it with your friends, share it with your colleagues, share it with your family. Enough about that. In my last video, somebody told me I didn't get to the point until 3 minutes and 30 seconds into it. So in this video, I promise to get to the point a little bit faster. What you should expect to see in the summer of 2021 when it comes to demand, when it comes to prices, when it comes to all that stuff. Recap of what I talked about last year, right? Last week, June 17th, right? I talked about, is the housing market about to slow down? And I pointed to a few different things, some stuff that I was just feeling. People were starting to go on vacation. Now that we're reopened, there was a little bit of a slowdown in demand. And that slowdown in demand is always going to cause inventory to go up because stuff isn't just selling as fast, right? And so fast forward to today, June 25th, let me pull up this article for you. I hope it allows me to go back to this page. Cool. So Redfin, right? Everybody knows Redfin, technology company. They do some real estate and whatnot. Like them or love them, they have a ton of data. And they are talking about in this article from today that home buying demand slipped below 2020 levels for the first time this year. If you go to this chart that they have so graciously provided, they've got a home buyer demand index. This blue line is 2020. And as most of us know, during March and April, real estate literally flatlined. People were not excited to buy housing. They had no idea what was going to go on with housing. Real estate agents couldn't show homes. A lot of real estate agents I know essentially put their business on pause because sellers weren't selling, buyers weren't buying. Everything was on hold. And then as things started to open back up, it was game on for mostly buyers. And there was so much buyer demand. There was so little inventory, and rates were absolutely amazing where it went bonkers, right? Home buyer demand went crazy between April, May, June. Now, in 2021, we have seen insane demand, insane. And that's why home prices have gone up 15, 17, 20%, right? And as we enter into the summer, which seasonally is slower, the reason why this past summer, 2020, we didn't see as much seasonality is because we didn't have a spring. We were cheated of the spring. So there's all this pent up demand that just basically moved forward into the summer, right? And so now, like I talked about 8 short days ago, if you haven't watched the video, go back and watch it. Is the housing market going to slow down? Something to that effect. I'll link it down below. But now the pent up demand is pent up getting the heck out of Dodge, going on vacation. And that's what people are doing. That's what my clients are doing. That's what some of the real estate agent partners I work with are doing. And I just feel like between the normal seasonality of a summer slowdown in demand and the extra added people trying to get out of town, there's been a lot of demand. It's been really hard. They're just going to, press pause, call a timeout, and they're not going to be as active looking for homes. That combination of things causing demand to come down. And that's exactly what I talked about last week. That's exactly what the data shows, right? And so one thing I want you to take away as a consumer is that less demand, more supply does not equal discount, does not equal home prices going down. That's something that everybody wants. And, I can't tell you, a part of me doesn't want it too. I'm just saying, do not hold your breath. You might pass out. You might keel over because we can see demand come down. We can see the supply go up. But if there's still enough imbalance between demand and supply, which there likely will be, home prices will continue to appreciate. And that's exactly what Redfin chief economist Daryl Fairweather said. Even though there's no signs of prices coming down, home buyers may face a bit less competition and have a bit more selection of homes this summer than they did earlier this year. So it's good news. Just don't expect a discount. Don't expect to be able to go out there and find something that's listed for $500,000 and offer $470,000. You might not have to offer $550,000, but you're still offering $530,000. You might not have to, have as many of the inspections being waived as you did before and giving up your firstborn and whatnot, but it's still competitive. There's not 20 offers. There's 6 or 8, right? And some of the houses that just don't show well and aren't as a good condition, as a seller, be careful. Don't let your agent just tell you, yeah, we'll put up a super big price and trust me, we'll sell it. Everything will be fine. That stuff is sitting. I've already seen that. I've already seen stuff 40 days, 59 days in the market. And you look at it and you realize why. Oh, agent or seller or a combination of the two decided we think that we can get whatever price in this market because maybe in April and May of 2021, that was possible. You literally put a house up at ridiculous prices that everybody thought was ridiculous, and the thing still sells, and it sells at that price or higher. I believe those days are behind us for the most part. I believe that we're coming back to a more balanced market. Coming back meaning we're heading in that direction. What I'm not saying is we're anywhere near anything that resembles a buyer's market. That is a long, long, long ways away. So don't be under false hope or impression that you're going to be able to get great deals or anything like that in this market, because we're a long, long way from there. There's more cool data in here. I'm not going to go through it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link this down below so that if you're interested in geeking out on some of this stuff, you can go ahead and geek out on some of that. Check out home prices, man, like up ridiculous 23%. This is a 4-week rolling average of the median sales price of homes sold. And so 2021, on fire the first half of the year. My thought is that fire is going, we're going to have very small flames Q3 and Q4 of 2021, which is by most accounts and in my book, a great thing. Great for the buyers I work with, great for the realtors that represent them, great for anybody who's had trouble, during these last 6 months, especially. First half of 2021 has been bonkers. Let's hope that it cools down. Let's hope that this trend continues because it's a healthy thing for the housing market. Any questions at all, please feel free to reach out. Do me a favor down below in the comments, leave your thoughts, your comments. It's always cool to hear from people across the country, what they're seeing, what they're feeling, what they're hearing, because then we can have open dialogue and really, talk about the housing market as a whole, because some localities and some markets are seeing different stuff. I'm always interested to hear about that stuff. So do that. If you're outside of California, you're looking to connect to a great broker, greatmortgagebroker.com. I set that up to connect you with a great broker, since I can only assist you if you're in California. If you're in California, Matt, M-A-T-T, at mattthemortgageguy.com. Shoot me a message. I'm happy to help. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.